I seem to always start my videos with a view of the critter smorgasbord. Yeah, I'm going to be adding some dirt on there tomorrow probably. After I look in there to see if I have any surprise tomatoes or anything popping up, which there are. I need to dig them out and transplant them elsewhere. I don't want to cover them up. But anyway, I came out here to do a little visual inspection, and moles have been digging, and something else dug up trying to get the mole. My bell peppers haven't sprouted yet. I guess it's not warm enough. I'm guessing maybe they just haven't been in there long enough either. But anyway, the purpose of this video is to give you a little update on my garden work. Most of my garden work has just been, preparation work. I don't have anything in the ground yet, other than a couple of onions. Well, I do have stuff left over from last year that's in the dirt, like my potatoes back there. But I've been working on that. That's one of my favorite tools right there. And if you watch my other videos, you'll be able to see that I've got some of that cleaned up there. I've been working on that. Got up this morning, got me a cup of coffee, came out here, walked around, looked at what I have to do, went inside, got me another cup of coffee, came back out, walked around to see what I have to do. I seem to do a lot of that. There's my carpet. I'm going to be peeling that carpet back sometime soon and turning that dirt over. And that's going to be a shade-loving little garden. I'm also going to expand it up this way, maybe another, I don't know, equal distance. Another entire area that big is going to be like right here. But beyond that, you can see where I've been knocking down. Now that I got that lawnmower going, been knocking down. Been getting sticks and things out of that big old pile of sticks right here. I got out of there, stuff. I need to move that to the back. I got some burn piles in the back I'll be burning. I'm slowly getting that, that big tree knocked down. But I've been using that lawnmower to do all this, that yard man that I got working. And of course, I'm not able to mow my two raised beds that I had here. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do, since it's got so much stuff grown up in it, I'm just going to dig it up, or not really dig it up. I'm going to get the biggest clumps like that right there. I was using, just cut wood from a tree, to make a border on that. And I think I'll just throw all that in my compost pile, the big wood pieces. And then I'll take the lawnmower and roll over this, cut it all down. Whatever gets sucked up in the lawnmower is fine with me. I'll just put that in my compost pile. And yeah, there's my other raised beds right in there. You see where that board is. But I'll be getting the boards. I'll be getting these boards out, doing the same thing with this one. Just go ahead and run my lawnmower over it and knock all that stuff down, and whatever gets sucked up in the bagger, I'll put in the compost pile. And been working on this tree today. It's been a long day for me. I gotta get that thing going too. But I had drugged this from the front yard this past summer. It was part of one of my dogwood trees. And that was an old one that was rotting from the inside and finally died, so I had to do something. So that's my dogwood tree carcass right there. But yeah, I've been slowly working on this. I finally broke out my electric chainsaw that my mother had given me. She used to use it, and she didn't have a use for it anymore. So let me show you that chainsaw. Of course, it's electric, so you have to have an extension cord that's rated for outside and for things like you know, utility tools like a chainsaw. And that's it right there. I think it does a pretty good job, as long as I keep oil in it. And it's a 14-inch electric chainsaw, 120 volts, 60 hertz, 9 amp, right? But this right here is where right there is where you put oil in. And you can see there's oil in there. I wanted to make sure I had plenty of oil. I did that this morning, or this afternoon when I started using it. And it used up most of that oil, so I refilled it a little while ago. Yeah, turn it around so you can see. This one's a Chicago Electric Power Tools 14-inch electric chainsaw. I don't know if you can read that there, but it says item number 67255. There you go. Item 67255. And it's got the 14-inch chain on it. Oregon. No kickback. And it's got the safety switch on it here. So you actually have to have that pushed forward before you can pull that. So push forward and then you can operate it. So it's kind of a safety. But when I'm not using it, I keep it unplugged. But you can see how it cut through that big log. It's doing wonderful. I've been trimming things up and then dragging, a good bit of that back to the burn piles back there. I'm gonna end up, well, I'm not gonna burn all that at one time. I'm gonna separate it a little bit and then burn it a little bit at a time. But the big parts I'm just going to use for different projects, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to make now, but I love to do woodworking, so I'm going to take some of these bigger pieces of wood and I'm going to come up with something. I don't know what yet, but I had that lawnmower in here and I've been moving stuff out of the way. Look at that. I don't know what that stuff is. Some kind of, this was mushed down in the ground. This was just a thing, when that tree fell on it, it mushed it down the ground. So this side was in the ground. It's got some kind of weird little stuff growing on it. But that's good. That's what you want in your compost. And most of this stuff is being composted anyway. You can see there's some good dirt underneath where I was just had stuff piled up and letting it compost. But that's a good sized trunk. You can see it in comparison to my hand. So that chainsaw did wonderful cutting through there. Did great. I'm gonna say that's definitely more than a foot across, because my hand, I don't know. You bugs. But that's going to be some good wood to do some project work with. I mean, it's not a hard wood, but it's still some good wood. I'll be able to do something with this. That piece right there is heavy. And the yard man, been using that to mow this down. And I'm adding more stuff to my compost. And yeah, this is wood from where we had cut down a pecan tree, and that was all piled up. But let me show you something. Right? Most of this is still the same old stuff, but this is the same as that. This was laying underneath stuff. This was kind of on top. But this, look at this. Look at that. It's like a sponge. And that's what you want. You want your wood to be a sponge and absorb moisture and decompose and become good dirt, good compost. So I'm piling all that into my compost pile. And I'll be covering it up with more stuff, you know, and it will eventually break down and turn into good dirt. Just like that pile of wood back there is turning into dirt. Yes, so I got a lot to do. Eventually this will be really good garden soil. Most people look at it and think, oh, that's just trash, just yard waste. But it will become good garden soil. All right, so there's where I've been piling up some more of that stuff out there. But looking at it from this direction, it's getting better. So tomorrow morning I'm going to get up and come back out here. I am wiped out. I've been out here all day long. And this right here has been a lifesaver, having this thing working. I was really upset that I didn't get my 20-year-old Troy belt going, but I was able to use the best parts from both lawnmowers and get this one going. And this one's working pretty darn good. So maybe I'll just use this one so much I'll wear this one out too. I don't know how old this one is either. I don't know if anybody can tell me how old this thing is. Let me know. I was looking at this. That says 1990 right there. I don't know. So it's about 20 years old too, I guess. Well, 1990 to 2020. Wow, I didn't realize this one was that old. Jeez. I don't know, everything I got is getting old and worn out. I mean, literally. So, and tomorrow I'll come back out here and make another update. This thing was already standing up here. This was from a pecan tree from before, and we had it set up here because we were doing something in there, trying to heat up some metal, and had an anvil up here, and we'd come up here and do a little bit of work on it. So won't be long till I have my gardens back in. Wish me luck. And oh man, lifesaver. There we go. And this is that soil that's going to go into that 4x8 raised bed up there where I just showed you at the beginning of the video. This is going to cover up all that. This is like loamy, good soil. I mean, it was from one of my other raised beds, and I ended up putting it in here. And it sat in here for over a year. And I have it, you know, some of these little things growing on it, but I pulled all that off, most of it, and threw it in the compost pile. And there's some firewood. So that's my update for today. Tomorrow I'll get out here and do a bunch more, and give you more updates on the preparations for my victory garden. Thanks. Bye.